From butt fumbles to missed field goals, join us as we count down the most embarrassing moments in NFL history. First up is when Zach Wilson of the New York attempted a pass to his teammate and fellow rookie, Brandon Echols, but he was on the move ready to make tackles. However, Echols seemed to be completely unaware of the play, and the ball ended up hitting him in the back. It gets more embarrassing because as the highly anticipated Super Bowl 50 approached, the Carolina Panthers offense was deemed unbeatable, but the Denver Broncos had other plans. Throughout the game, the Broncos defense effectively shut down the Panthers' attempts to score. With the game on the line in the fourth quarter, the Broncos forced a crucial fumble. However, to everyone's disappointment, Panthers quarterback Cam Newton didn't even attempt to recover the ball. Instead, he stood there and watched as his teammates risked their bodies in pursuit of the fumble. It was the Super Bowl, for heaven's sake. Come on, man. Similarly, the Meadowlands had seen some epic plays over the years, both good and bad, but none quite compared to the moment when Joe Pisarcik of the New York Giants attempted to hand the ball off to his running back, only to fumble it spectacularly. It was a moment that left Giants fans with their heads in their hands, and Eagles fans jumping for joy. As Herman Edwards of the Eagles scooped up the ball and ran it back for a game-winning touchdown, the Meadowlands erupted in a frenzy of cheers and disbelief. It was a miraculous play that will forever be etched in the annals of football history, and a painful reminder for the Giants of what can happen when you let your guard down, even just for a moment. Talking about moments, this is one moment that fans just can't shake off. Back in Super Bowl 52, the Patriots were down 9-3, and Belichick pulled out a sneaky trick play. But instead of becoming a historic moment, it turned into a complete disaster when Brady ended up looking like a goofball on the field. To add insult to injury, the Patriots ended up losing the game, and to top it off, the play has now become an infamous viral meme. It's a memory that just won't fade away. But it isn't as hilarious as when Jonathan Taylor was shoved out of bounds and ran into the referee. During a matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts, things got heated when Jaguars safety Rayshon Jenkins gave Colts running back Jonathan Taylor a good shove out of bounds. Unfortunately, Taylor ended up bumping into the referee during the scuffle. Meanwhile, Ernest Byner will always be remembered as a beloved member of the Cleveland Browns. But there's one moment in particular that still haunts fans to this day. It was the 1987 AFC Championship game, and with just over a minute left to play, Byner broke free from the Denver Broncos defense and seemed poised to score the game-winning touchdown. Broncos fans could practically taste their first ever Super Bowl appearance. But in a cruel twist of fate, the last defender managed to strip the ball from Byner's grasp, and the Broncos recovered it. The dream was over, and with it the Browns' hopes of a Super Bowl victory. It was a heart-wrenching moment that will forever be etched in the memories of Cleveland fans, a reminder of what might have been if fate had only been a little kinder. Another embarrassing moment was when quarterback extraordinaire Mike White launched the ball with all his might toward running back Michael Carter. But alas, the ball doesn't quite make it into his waiting arms, and instead bounces off his noggin. A valiant effort to recover the ball is made, but unfortunately it is intercepted. This next moment had everyone's jaws dropping in disbelief. Kansas City Chiefs star quarterback Patrick Mahomes threw a pass that was intercepted by Raiders cornerback Nevin Lawson. But before the Raiders could celebrate their good fortune, Lawson managed to make a complete mess of the catch and ended up losing the interception embarrassingly. Even Mahomes must have been left wondering how this surefire completion turned into such a ridiculous fumble. Unlike Kansas City, the Minnesota Vikings haven't had the best luck in the NFL. Despite boasting some of the greatest receivers of all time, they haven't seen many trophies in their cabinet. It's January 10th, 2016, and the Minnesota Vikings are seconds away from eliminating the Seattle Seahawks from the playoffs. The only thing left to do is make a 27-yard field goal, which should be easy for any kicker worth their salt. But on this day, the pressure was too much for kicker Blair Walsh, and he missed the kick by a mile. It was such a humiliating moment that Vikings fans probably want to pretend it never happened. Luckily, this wasn't a Super Bowl game, or it would have gone down in history as one of the most painful moments for the team. Up next is when Sam Darnold claimed he was seeing ghosts. Back in 2019, Sam Darnold had a haunting experience on the football field. In the first half of a game against the Patriots, his performance was nothing short of atrocious, with multiple interceptions and no receivers in sight. Down 24-0, Darnold was left searching for answers, and in a moment of utter disbelief, he uttered something that sent shockwaves throughout the league. He claimed he was seeing ghosts. Yes, you heard that right. Ghosts. Appearing on the list again is the New York Jets. The team has had its fair share of embarrassing moments, but the infamous butt fumble takes the cake. In a game against the Patriots in 2012, quarterback Mark Sanchez was looking to make a play when he ran smack into his own guards behind. It was a cringeworthy moment that left Jets fans shaking their heads in disbelief, while the rest of the NFL couldn't help but revel in the sheer absurdity of it all. It's the kind of play that's so ridiculous it almost seems made up. This next moment wasn't made up, but might be hard to believe. In a moment that will make any football fan cringe, Brandon Ayuk of the San Francisco 49ers was tagged with catching the ball for an interception. However, what followed was a series of unfortunate events that resulted in Ayuk looking like he was playing hot potato with the ball. Despite several attempts to catch the ball, it kept bouncing out of his grasp, leaving him flailing around like a fish out of water. Finally, the ball made its way to the end zone, but Ayuk's attempts to get it out of there was in vain as he failed miserably. However, this moment when the Pittsburgh Steelers went head-to-head with the Seattle Seahawks, fans were on the edge of their seats waiting for the next big play. But no one could have predicted what happened next. As Steelers quarterback Roethlisberger attempted a throw, the ball ended up hitting Seahawks safety Jamal Adams square in the face. Coming at second is when Chase lost the ball as he was heading to the end zone. Jamar Chase had the ball in his grasp, but the Los Angeles Chargers had other plans. In a blink of an eye, they swooped in and snatched the ball away from him. With his sights set on the end zone, Chase valiantly fought to reclaim possession, but it was too late. The Chargers intercepted the ball, leaving Chase and his team in dismay. We've finally reached the top, but what could top all these that we've seen so far? The Raiders must accomplish this 46-yard touchdown pass for the Jets' support to secure the first overall choice in the 2021 draft and secure quarterback Trevor Lawrence for the team. They intend to finish the season winless. However, it is not what the Jets players and coaches want. They've been working hard for months and are probably sick of being the laughingstock of the league. They need just one more play to win. It would appear that they should play a very cautious defense and position as many guys as they can close to the end zone. Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator for the Jets, has different ideas. He calls the most aggressive defense in his playbook, a cover zero blitz that sends 8 pass rushers after the QB and keeps defenders in man-to-man coverage. You don't need me to tell you what happened next. Thanks for watching our compilation of the most embarrassing moments in NFL history. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this.